What up, players? It's Warboss Tay up in this mud, and thought I'd take a break from painting my Iron Blaster and Venom for my tutorials and get into a little bit of Imperial Guard because they're so easy. You can do them really quick with a minimal amount of time, and it's just a fun little break in between of my other tutorials that I've been doing. So I'm going to show you a couple of models that is going to be the end standard that we're going to paint up to, and I'm going to take you through a run of what paints you're going to need, and then we are going to get started. For our actual painting tutorial, we are going to be painting the Voxcaster and a special weapon guy, the Flamer. So let me show you the Voxcaster. I think I used the legs for the medic from the command squad sprue. I wanted something different, so I wanted the Voxcaster to be kind of like kneeling down, like he's getting orders. And the Flamer is the guy that you get in the box. So except for the leg switch out, both of these guys are going to be pretty much what you get in the Cadian shock troops box. So the reason I'm doing these guys instead of regular riflemen is because this guy comes with a rifle, so I'll teach you how to paint that up just like I paint the regular squad men. And because we use different techniques for painting the flamer tanks, when I was deciding whether or not to build a flamer or a grenade launcher, I decided that this would be a little bit more fun. I actually started with these guys, so you'll see some of them are some parts of them might have like a little bit of brown showing through underneath because I was doing some test painting on these guys before I ended up going with the regular guys here. So this is pretty much the standard you're going to be getting to. The highlights might be a little bit too bright for you. Let me show you a highlight on this rifle again. This is kind of like the extreme of one end where you can't really see any highlights on the rifle. This is the extreme on the other end where you see a really, really fine, definite edge. So I'm going to teach you how you can achieve either result to match your playing style. But again, this is for the shock attack troops for Cadian shock attack troop box, and this is the normal GW scheme. So if you want to have a GW color army, then just follow this tutorial. If you want to do something different, like I think I'll paint all 10 of these guys up the way they are quote-unquote supposed to be painted, but then I also have my own ideas for alternative paint schemes for like jungle or urban warfare. But if you played Space Marine and you really dig the look of the regular shock attack troops you meet along the way, or if you just like the look and the feel of the regular Imperial Guardsmen, then this tutorial will give you everything you need to build it up to that standard. So let's take you through the paints you're going to need. Do I have them all? Yeah. So Camry Brown, Catechin Green, Talon Flesh, Chaos Black, Astronomicon Grey, Ogrin Flesh, Badab Black, Camo Green, Bolt Gun Metal. And I believe for the Flamer guy, I just realized we're going to need a little bit of a different color for him. For the Flamer, you are going to need some Dwarf Bronze. Alright, so let's get started, shall we? Where's my... I gave Igor the day off since it's Saturday, so I don't have anyone to get my stuff all prepped for me. There we go. So let's start with the Voxcaster guy. So, let me zoom out a little bit. Alright, so, basic colors. When you see, you know, an army of Cadian guardsmen, you see a lot of the brown and the green. So we're gonna get started with the brown, Camry brown. And you're gonna be painting this anywhere his uniform is. What I found really disgusting was all the mold lines on these guys. They're pretty bad. So just be careful of that. Those mold lines on these troopers are pretty gruesome. Okay, I'm going to show you one of the finished troops that I painted because both of these guys' backs are hidden by backpack pieces. So when you're painting the back part of the trooper, oops, that's not a good one. Where's one of my finished guys? Okay, you're gonna be painting the Camry brown over and under the straps. It's like their coat uniform has this belt harness thing on their body. So paint the Camry brown over there, underneath the armor, in between the strap and the flak. For those of you who are new, this video might get some new viewers who haven't seen most of my other videos, just because Imperial Guard is such a big mainstream army. If you're a new viewer and you're wondering why am I painting over bare plastic, I am not actually. I prime all of my models in this Duplicolor gray primer spray. So it looks really similar to the Games Workshop gray plastic, but it's not. So no worries, I did prime my model. Yeah, and most of these guys, you don't really have to worry about the front of them because they're going to have a rifle or one of their weapons kind of covering the front, just like a Space Marine. Some of them though, like if you're going to do a guy with throwing a grenade or the sergeant, then you are actually going to have to worry about how you paint the front, and that is right under, oh look at my brush, right under the flak above the belt line. I'm very stubborn about my brush. I use a fine detail brush, Citadel Games Workshop. Just because it works for me. I've had it for a long time. Got other brushes that I could use, but I prefer this one. Alright, so there's him. Guess we're going to be painting the green armor. In between video clips, I'm going to go and paint up my flamer to the exact same standards, so no worries about that. So I'm just taking my catechin green, and I'm going to include this in step 1 on my annotations because it's pretty much the same thing. Paint the khakis and then the armor. So catechin green going on all the hard flak armor pieces. Like the helmet, the shoulder pads, of course. Body armor. Whatever you can see of the body armor, at least. and the weapon. Also down here, not their entire boot, but they have like a lower shin guard that is green, and it has straps on the side of it. Kind of see it there on his left foot. For the rifle, the Games Workshop website has anything you don't paint in green in silver, bolt gunmetal, but I'm actually going to paint it black. Give it a kind of a black casing kind of look to it, but really you're painting the majority of the body of the rifle in catechin green, as well as the tip of the rifle barrel at the front. Okay, so that's step one, the armor and the helmet painted. Okay, so in this next part of the video, well, let me show you what I did first. I painted the little shin guards down there for the flamer guy. The flamer's weapon also is pretty close to the regular las rifle. So, you know, main part of the body, catechin green, this little binding over here, catechin green. For the backpack, I'm leaving pretty plain right now. I'm leaving it gray because we're going to be painting it in silver metallics and black in a second. But let's now stick with this guy and start adding in the flesh. So this next step, talarn flesh, is going to be our color, and we are going to paint the hands and the face. So let's get our focus there. This brush has had it. I cannot give Igor any more days off. This whole place is falling apart without him. Okay. Switcheroo! You'll find when painting up these special weapons team guys that like the grenade launcher, the flamer, you will find that it is really rewarding and fun after painting up, you know, the other 8 or 9 regular old rifleman troopers. Breaks up the monotony, so treat yourself to a reward with these guys. I would hold off on painting them until you're, you know, maybe halfway or all the way through painting the other guys. I'm just taking you through them now because I want to show you how to paint them. They use pretty much the same techniques as the regular riflemen. This is terrible. All of my brushes are in desperate need of replacing. Okay, the last part, which is going to be, might be kind of hard or difficult, depending on, you know, how non-shaky your hands are, is the face. So you want to make sure there's not too much paint on the brush, and that you just lightly get it on there so it doesn't get all thick and gloopy. Okay. Then you're going to take your Chaos Black and you're going to start fixing and cleaning. So we're going to use the Chaos Black and paint the chin guard and all this part of the helmet, chin strap. I never really got into the Imperial Guard. I've got a lot of the models, but I never got too far painting them. But I really enjoy the fluff and just the whole, you know, background and the whole aesthetic of the normal man. One among untold billions. You know, in a setting where you've got the Marines and crazy, insane aliens and warp spawn and giant monsters trying to eat you alive. I like the Imperial Guard for their just being regular old Joe with a laser. Alright, so as you saw, I also painted black the back of the armor. Next, what we're going to be doing is, I don't have a rifle. Oh no, I do. I'll show you on this rifle what we're going to be painting black. The comm officer's rifle. Oh, look at that brush. It's terrible. None of my brushes are working out for me right now. So the ammo clip. The back part. This is terrible. I don't blame you if you hit dislike on this video because, or thumbs down because of the poor quality of my brushes. Let's see if I can find another one that'll work out a little bit better for us. Where were we? And this little part at the top of the stock. Ooh. And this part right in front of this part of the barrel. Some of the rifles have bayonets on them. I'll show you how to paint those. Yeah. So those are all the black parts of a regular rifle that you'll be painting. Regular las rifle. Now let me show you how to paint the same-ish areas for the flamer. If you want, you can paint. I did them in black because I don't really like the look of too much silver on my Cadians, but you could do the same thing in silver for the flamer. I like the black color to be relegated to the tubing. So like down here, we'll leave this nozzle gray for now so that it can be painted silver in a bit. But for the tubing for the, what is it, Promethium? Paint that black. And for every model, let me show you how to paint the boots are going to be black, and let me show you how to paint the body, harness, and the belt in just a second. So we're doing the boots. right under the shin guard that we just painted green. I think it's interesting that the quartermasters, armorers, whoever that decide what pieces of armor guardsmen are going to have decided to go with shin guards rather than like knee pads or thigh guards. Like if they catch some shrapnel or flak right down there, I think it would be worse if it was higher up on their legs. Am I wrong? I don't know. I don't know anything about personal body armaments or anything like that. Some of these guys are gonna have pouches, so you can paint that in Chaos Black so it sticks out from the rest of the uniform. And like I said, you're painting across the front, so I'm cut back again to our finished model and be painting the brace all the way around the model at the hip, the belt they're wearing, and then it comes back and goes right up the back. Okay, if by chance when you're painting the Chaos Black on the chin strap that you get some black paint on the face, then you can go ahead and paint some Tallarn flesh again. Alright, one more thing before we continue is that I did paint the braces for the Prometheum tanks in the back with black, Chaos Black. So let's continue with the metallics, which is really only bolt gun metal to start with. I'm painting with bolt gun metal, all the silver bits. I also, for the Vox unit, I decided to paint it pretty much all in Chaos Black. And you can decide whether or not you want to do that too, but I've figured that all Chaos Black with some accents would be really good, rather than making it all silver and metallic. I kind of see the silver as like a spot color or an accent color. Don't really want to put too much of it on my models. This brush is dead. See, look, these little knobs at the top of these two tanks for the flamer are so weird, and they're hard to shave off completely because it's a rounded surface. So I'm definitely gonna have to go back over that on the break. I'm also going to be clearing this little thing, whatever this is. and this little joiner over there. So as you can see, I'm finding places to pick out silver details. The barrels here, and this thing over there. But as a whole, the silver is really more of an accent color than a main color. Okay, and you can also paint the belt buckle silver. So that's the flamer, and let me show you what it's going to look like for a regular rifleman. Really nothing, because I like the black as the accent color, but you can definitely use the silver for the bayonet at the front. Also, find places to paint the Vox setup on the back silver. And the aerial as well. Oh, sorry. Finally, the little, I don't know what this is, a speaker system? I don't know why the Voxcaster would have a speaker system. He's just relaying orders to the sergeant, right? He's not... You don't want to give away the plans to the enemy about what they're doing. So I don't know why you would need a... I don't know. Okay, and on the back of the actual Voxcaster unit, you've also got different different knobs, dials, switches that you can decide what you want to keep black and what you want to paint in silver. So I'm going to be doing the opposite of the back of the Prometheum tanks. For the flamer operator, I'm going to be making these brackets silver, as well as this handle. To give some kind of, these two handles, give that accent color. Okay, last two things, we're going to take our dwarf bronze and paint the tip of the flamer. go. And the last thing for this base coat phase is taking Astronomicon Gray and then painting in all the Aquillas. There are usually 3 for each of these guardsmen. 1 on the breastplate, 1 on their helmet, and 1 on their weapon. Oops. And like anything, if you mess up, just go back and do a little bit of touch up right there. Right, so there you have it. At this point, all of our base coats are down, and we're gonna begin doing the washes. So first thing is Ogren Flesh for all the skin. If you get too much in there, then just dry off your brush and then stick it back in to pull up some of that excess. Oops, and then for the rest, Bad Black. pooling in any one area. So you're doing the khakis, the armor. Wanted to get into all of the cracks and crevices. You just want to spread it around so it doesn't end up pooling on any of the really flat surface areas like the shoulder pads, the helmet, stuff like that. And drag it around. See how it has this very shiny, kind of oily look while it's still wet. Kind of like it because it has a very greasy machine oil kind of look to it when you put it over the metallics. Okay, I am just about at my limit, so I'm gonna let this dry, and then when we come back, we are going to do the highlighting, final details, and finish up. So thanks for watching part 1. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll see you in the next one.